Alright, I wanted to share with you all a game that I had that was kind of nuts. Um, Playing as Warlord, she is currently my favorite, and yeah, that's where we're starting so far. Now, playing as Survivor, I've noticed Fishing Village always has this chest here, so chests are usually good to hit up. If you go to the sewer treatment plant too, in the corner, there's always chests over there too, at least one. So if you're in that area, it definitely behooves you to go over there and set up some chest traps just to, get that early game momentum started. So as you can see, the team here, it's actually a pretty formidable one. We got two warriors. We got the warrior Ash and the Henry or the Red. So expect some heavy combat from them. We have Evil Dead 2 Ash, the Hunter Ash. So he's going to cuck a lot of my possessions, I can already tell you that. And he's also going to be really good for range. And then, of course, we have Cheryl, the support character that makes sure that nobody is really suffering and low on health. She's going to be my main target. However, I found Warrior Ash by himself over here. And I figured now's a good time to just start harassing him. That was a good trap. He happened to be standing right on top of it. Get some mini ashes in there in case he has any ammo. Try to up the fear on the traps. Now he's perfectly scared, but I'm just kind of sitting here awkwardly waiting because he's locked in animation. Figure right now I can just rip off my arm. I can do more damage that way. And as I found with the Warlord basics, spray them with puke, and you're good to hit them for a while. Now he just drank his potion, which would take down his fear, but somehow I'm able to get in before any of that happens. I can't do too much, though, because I don't have that much energy. Story of my life. But as you can tell, he's pretty confident. He's not like scared or running away or anything because he's a warrior. He's kind of a tank. But I'm still going to try to do some damage to him while he's all alone. Now, I predicted that after playing for a little bit, when they kind of run like that, you can assume they're going to run out of the window. Now, that was one shemp he had. I'm going to play a game right now. It's called Counting How Many Resources This Motherfucker Has. Let's see. That's two shemps now. I don't know why he's trying to shoot me. He's not a hunter. That's three shemps. Or no, not yet. There you go. Three shemps. So he just drained three fucking shemps. And now his teammates are starting to close in on this area. So, it's not the worst thing. It's annoying that he keeps healing. There's an amulet he just put on there too. It's not the worst thing though, because I'm getting a lot of points out of this, so I'm going to be able to update my demon kind of a bit. And I also got a ton of points off of that. Trying to get some more points. Trying to just do whatever damage I can. And if you can see Henry glowing right there, he's actually using his power where he's invulnerable for a little bit. So thankfully I got him to waste that. And Basically, they're sweating a bit. At least that Warrior Ash is. I mean, his health is really low right now, but I see a piece of the map, and I mean, it's a Cheryl, so I figure that they're going to heal him pretty quickly. The important thing I got out of this beginning was that I got him to waste a lot of his resources. He used 3 Shemps and 2 amulets. So yeah, it doesn't do much now, but whittles down what resources they do have. As you can see, his health is back up a bit. Curiously, Cheryl's isn't. So I don't think she actually used her power to heal him, which I'm kind of surprised. Alright, we got Henry the Red scared right now. So I go up to him, but I realize he's actually Hunter Ash, and he's stuck in an animation, so I'm going to look for somebody else. I don't know what happened. If there's like a Cheryl just hiding there or something. Anyways, when I'm possessed, I kind of don't want to really screw with the Hunter Ash, just because he'll knock me out of the possession pretty quickly, and I'd rather beat on Cheryl or Warrior Ash right now, just because Warrior Ash 2 is not doing so hot. So now I'm just going to spray everybody. Does a little bit of damage, so it's not all for naught. Up the basics, because I want to keep spamming them with these guys. Spray them all again and try to get some heavy hits in. But yeah, when you're going against a tank and you're not doing too great on dodging, you just get locked in, stun locked pretty much, which is what happened there. So ignore Henry the Red and just go for her. Again though, like they're very on it with each other, so I'm only able to get pukes in. Fortunately, that trap was just a little bit late, or they weren't very close to the trees. But the trees are actually quite underrated, I found. They are very good at inflicting terror on them. My plan there was if they get into a car, I found that if you can possess one of your units and they try to run you over with a car, they will quickly destroy their own car. So it's actually good for disabling these things. I don't know how soon until survivors start picking up on that you can't run over possessed units with it. But in the meantime, it's very good for stopping them in their tracks. And they're just running ahead, they don't care. But yeah, look, my threat level is already 10, and they only collected one piece of the map. So, beating on Warrior Ash in the beginning definitely seemed to pay off. Quick side note too, if you break a fence in front of them, like I just did, they're gonna know you're right there. They see that, and they also hear the gurgling. Just things to keep in mind for how the clues that you give to show that you're in the area. Alright, so the demon dash, my plan there, which worked out, was basically give them some infected to deal with, or some demons. Sorry, play a lot of zombie games too. Give them some demons to deal with, and then once they're kind of locked in fighting, that's a good time to use the demon dash, so they don't like jump in a weird way. So Cheryl's low on health, but there she goes using her power. And I guess she drank a Shemps too, because her and Henry just got fully healed again. So if you play Demon, I mean, this should be common knowledge by now, but just to reiterate, you really want to target those support characters for exactly that reason. All the momentum I had if I just attacked the other 3 guys would be lost, just with her. She can use her power, she can just string a Shemps around all of them, and then, boom, all that pressure I put on is gone. And this seems to be really the time to try to get like fear on them and everything, is when they're looking for map pieces. Because once they get to the dagger and the pages, their fear just does not really go up that much. I guess because they're all sticking together, so that helps affect their fear, but that's also when the time pressure really starts hitting, kind of on both sides, though. Cheryl is making a critical fuck up here. Not only that, she's not even aware of her surroundings, really. She made a critical fuck up, so I puke, heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack, and she's down. She should not have left her team. Warriors can get away with leaving their team. Hunters can really get away with leaving their team because they have a lot of endurance, but if you're a supporter, hell, even a leader, really, you shouldn't be going away from your team. That's you're not that capable on your own. Set that up. So yeah, the tree, even though the tree doesn't do much damage, it's very good for inflicting fear on people. Ah, he's got a really good gun. That's actually a mistake on their part, because this is a warrior. This is Warrior Ash. And a warrior with a gun like this is a waste, because warriors do shit for damage when it comes to ranged weapons. If this was a more optimal team, he would be smart to give that to the Hunter Ash. Evil Dead 2 Ash doing what he does best. I'm not sure what's going on here, but if you notice Cheryl, she really doesn't have any aura around her. She kind of looks like a Pablo right now. I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but it kind of makes me fuck up right here because I just spawned in. I can't even see Cheryl. She's just blending in there, and there she is. Finally, her aura comes back, but but yeah, that possession was kind of a waste just because I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see where she was. And there go the trees again, doing their tear. So just keep possessions up. Ironic how Puppeteer is really the one you're supposed to be using possession for, but I'm just so much more effective with Warlord that her possessions are actually kind of a threat to them. Whereas Puppeteer, just doesn't feel the same way. So I got a shit ton of points, and I got a boss, which could be good. So they're doing a decent job of sticking together. I'm going to try to trap this quickly. And look at the power of the tree right there. And it's not so much about damage, it's just more so much about like terror. And they make a critical fuck up here that I kind of capitalize on. All three of them are just standing together. So getting a lot of possessions in this game. Just keep wailing on Cheryl. I got my Cheryl maxed out and she starts with like 6 shemps, so if you just keep beating on her and beating on her, hopefully their team isn't smart enough to just give her their shemps. If they're not coordinated like that, you just keep beating her and whittling down her power until she just has the passive one with a long cooldown, and then that seems like the best time to strike. I'm a little confused what they're doing here. They're running into the tunnel, but they don't realize it's underground. It looks like. But not too much I can do about it because I am still looking for demon orbs. Another possession, because why the hell not? Try to dodge to the side, but wasn't really working. So that's what happens when you possess somebody, but you don't have that much infernal energy. You only get like 1 or 2 hits, and it seems. So get some tree in there. That one wasn't so much about fear, though. That's just more, just smack him, get some more points for me. Just basically keep harassing them. In case they find that, might as well trap it. I can't tell. Is this tree always here? I think it is. Okay, so they have started the dagger now. And and this Cheryl seems content just being in the car, which I'm not really a fan of, so I'm gonna move this car into her face if I can. And I didn't intend to do this, but if you look at the way the car is positioned, it actually turned out really beneficial for me. Look how he's kind of in that corner now. So it might be something to consider if you have cars and there's like ways you can make what do you call it? Death traps or whatever for them. Might as well. Figure now's a good time for Warlord since they're all kind of beaten down. Even though Ash is low on health, or he was, I guess he healed pretty quickly. I want Cheryl, and she tried to get in the car to get away from me, which would have been smart, but I got one good hit on the car. If you hit the car while they're in it, that will damage them, and that was enough just to get her out of the car and get her incapped. So again, he's making the same mistake, this Ash. He's getting backed into a corner here. So they're doing a tactic here where they're going for both the dagger and the page at the same time. And it's a little bit worrying because if the other guys finish their capture, then it's going to fuck me over because everyone that died heals. So I can kill these 3 people, but if I'm not able to stop the other guy from capturing, then I'm just screwed. I made a huge fuck up there. A huge one. If you didn't catch it, Evil Dead 2 Ash died, but I heard the noise, and I guess I wasn't looking in the right area, and I thought like, oh, okay, I guess I knocked him down. Time to go take down Henry the Red. That is not what happened, though. Warrior Ash is alive and kicking. And, well, we can see what he does. But right now I'm going to focus on Henry the Red because he's all by himself. Should be easy enough pickings. So if you're in the situation where you're possessing one person, you kind of want to actually walk them out of this section. Because if you look at the page now, all the points he was doing to build it up are just gone now. So thankfully that gives me some time. So far there have been a couple fuck-ups by me and by the other team as well. Now this was a major fuck-up. You look at that on the top right, what do you see? Year of the Bat, please connect your Xbox wireless controller. So what happened when I was loading into this game was I got the prompt saying your controller batteries are low. And usually that's not a big deal. Most games I play are a bit quicker than this one, so you know, I got plenty of time, but this one time the controller just died and yeah, I got stuck. I got stuck with that, so 2 pretty big screw ups on my end there. One is thinking that I got Warrior Ash down. Look how they're all alive now. And the other, the controller died. I got that rectified now, as you can see. And I'm back to screwing with Henry the Red. Well, kind of. Also missing. I'm glad he did that though, because now I can attack him and get all the resources I need. Alright, so I didn't catch this here, but he's actually using his shield right now, so I'm trying to go hard on him with some heavy, but he's invulnerable right now. Not the end of the world though. But I gotta get him down pretty quickly here because the knife is being collected as well. So I figure, fuck it, I'll just use Warlord now and do what I can just to beat his ass down. You see he's running. And that trap kind of saved my ass right there. And he's down. Now I'm kind of close to the dagger, but not close enough to really get there with the Warlord. I believe if you don't do anything with your bosses for a little bit, they just die. They just kind of collapse after not hitting something. But since they split up, I have the challenge now of having to take down 3 of them all over again while the dagger's like nearly halfway collected. Not going to be an easy feat. Hopefully they're low on resources. That will hopefully be my saving grace. So again, target the Cheryl. So I have 6 points right now, but I really don't even have the time to use them, I don't think. Like, I just need to put pressure on these guys as quickly as possible. And I mean, I maxed out the basics, elites, and boss pretty much, so it's not going to do much good for me right now to have, you know, demon vision up. That was a mistake on her part. Notice a pattern with that Hunter Ash. I'll try to get close to him. He'll run away because he has the endurance for it, and the Warrior Ash actually. Yep, they'll run away because they have they can do that and just heal. I don't know how Cheryl just died there. I think if you get them down enough and they're bleeding out, actually their timer is like inevitable. But anyway, that was really lucky for me. Well, kind of. It's so close. Look at the health of him and look at the knife. It's part of the reason I wanted to showcase this game. It's very close on both of our ends. So they have the strategy though, splitting between the dagger and the pages. One thing that they don't really account for with that is, look at the timer at the top. So now time is actually on my side. Even though I'm across the freaking map right now, I have the advantage of time, and that is a luxury they don't have right now. So if they know what's going on there, they should probably be rushing to that the page to get that whole thing started. Well, I have them all nice and terrified right now, so that's pretty good. It looks like, yeah, it's just Henry the Red right now. Since he's terrified and he's trying to start it now, I still want as much time as possible to take them down. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did before, possess him and just get him the fuck away from the spot. Try to waste his ammo. So yeah, the team right now, they're checking out, if you can see it on the map, Warrior Ash is checking out the doll factory. But that's time they really don't have. Lucky for me. Alright, even though I just possessed him, try to get some more points off him, but that didn't work out so well. So, since he hasn't started the page, I don't really have passive demon energy right now. Try to set some traps and then just beat on him. So yeah, once you puke on them, they can't dodge, and that's a good time to just get as much heavy as you can. This time I do know that, okay, he's using his shield right now. There's not much I can do with it, so. But that invincibility doesn't protect him from possession, as you can see. Cheryl just ran right into me. That's totally cool with me. She did a nice little dodge there. Yeah, doing what Cheryl does best. There's the heal. This might not be the most possession smart of me, but I figure I'll just do passive damage to them while I try to hit each other as much as possible. Like Warrior Ash, you just fucked up Hunter Ash pretty good right there. And since Cheryl used her thingamajig, her power, that's going to be a little cooldown. Now is a good time to really put the pressure on them. Just use another Shemp. I don't know how many Shemps they've gone through. Henry's using his little shield power again. I don't know why. I'm not going for you, buddy. You know who I'm going for. Heavy hit. Why is a warrior trying to shoot me with his gun? Henry's literally in the red now. That's a joke for you YouTubers. Henry's in the red. You get it? Alright, and Warrior Ash is just on me, but get a guaranteed grab on her so she doesn't keep dodging me. Henry's almost down too. Not quite though. You know who I'm going for. Actually, I didn't mean to possess a heavy guy. I like the basic units a lot more. But okay, that's 2 down. And this guy can do some heavy stuff. Try to be a little bit unpredictable because he thought I was just going to focus over there. Alright, thankfully Cheryl is dead, but now I have to knock down the 2 of these guys. Otherwise, all this is for nothing. That's 1 left backup. Warrior Ash, as expected. These warriors are usually the last one standing. Look at that page. The page is almost completed. Whew. Barely made it there at the end. Barely made it. So, Cheryl split off. My controller died. They went for 2 separate dagger and page at the same time. Crazy match. I'm glad I recorded this one. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. Otherwise, take care.